Today we're going to talk about how much work having chickens adds to your homestead. Egg-laying chickens, good setup. How much work are chickens going to add to your life? Well, of course, you need to take care of your animals every day. You need to give them fresh food, fresh water, and check on them. Generally, I like to visit my animals on a minimum twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. And that way I really know how everyone's faring, how everyone's doing. I notice if there's any health problems or issues, and should someone die, I can look into what happened. So you're going to have to be able to check on your animals once to twice a day. I really prefer twice. If you're only doing it once a day, things can go wrong easily and quickly. So make sure you have time in your schedule to do this. Now, it doesn't take very long to feed and water your chickens. I could do all my chicken chores within 10 minutes a day. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, some feed, some water. If I only had one coop and a run, it would take me about 5 minutes in the morning and the evening. I have lots of chicken tractors and a couple different coops, so for me it generally takes me somewhere 15 minutes in the morning and 15 in the evening. But a small homestead coop and run setup would be, as little as 5 minutes in the morning and the evening. But you do need to be able to do that every day. And don't forget, you need to make sure you can close your birds in the evening before it gets too dark. Because once they all go in to roost, you want to close that door, keep out the raccoons, keep out the possums. If you get lazy with that, you will be punished. Those predators will figure it out and they will kill your chickens. Feeding and watering every day is quite easy. It gets a lot more difficult in the winter, and it really becomes a drudgery if you're trudging through snow and you're breaking up frozen waterers. So make sure you have the right infrastructure, because things can get a lot more difficult, and when things get difficult, they are no longer fun. Trust me, there's been years I've wanted to stop having chickens when I had the wrong infrastructure. So make sure you have a good setup that's ready for all the kinds of weather that you're going to experience. Now, what about cleaning the pen? You do not have to clean your pen every week. If you use the deep litter system, you really only have to clean your coop out once every 6 months or so. Now, all this is adding fresh litter to your existing litter, adding a little bit of lime. You can get agricultural lime at an Agway or your local big box stores. Sprinkle a little bit of lime in there with some fresh wood shavings, wood chips, and just keep adding fresh stuff throughout the year. It'll get higher and higher and higher, deeper and deeper. And then every 6 months or so, take that, clean it out. Make sure to wear a dust mask because you don't want to get that in your lungs. But you can clean that out, throw it in your compost pile, turn it, age it for about a year, and then you can use it in your gardens the following year. What I do every month or so, I will go in and I will add fresh shavings. I'll scoop out anything that's really wet or clumpy. So as long as you have a good system and you're not overcrowding and you don't have bell waters inside your coop making it really nasty or dripping bad quality nipple waterers, you should be okay. You should only have to once every 6 months or so do a really big cleaning of the coops. If you have egg-laying chickens, you're going to need to collect those eggs every day. If you don't, they're going to get poopy. So I recommend putting a little bit of fresh hay each morning, collecting the eggs. That'll keep the eggs clean. If the eggs get dirty, you will have to wash the eggs. As soon as you wash them, that means they need refrigerated. So that does add to your daily workload a little bit. If you have meat chickens, of course, there's the meat processing. You'll either need to have a butcher that does it. Don't assume that all butchers will do it. I have a local butcher who does pigs, he does beef, he will not do chickens. So find a butcher first, or you can do it yourself. Every year we've done 50 birds for our own family. It's a lot of work. You need a couple friends and a long day. But it is something that you can do. And then you can put all your meat birds in the freezer. So that is added work to you if you go that route. If you use a butcher, make sure you have a good butcher nearby that you trust, and find out how close and make sure they do chickens, because they don't all do chickens. When you first bring chickens on your farm, probably they're going to be in the form of chicks. Brooding chicks is a bit more work than caring for your chicks when they're chickens when they're older. Brooding takes a little bit more focus. You want to check on your birds a few times throughout the day, make sure everything's good. But once you get it down, you can keep it to, again, checking on them twice a day and making sure they have all their needs. So it is a little bit more work when you first start off if you start with chicks. If you can find chickens that are full size, ready to go from someone maybe on Craigslist, that is a nice option to get you started. The video that you just saw was an excerpt from the Go Homestead course, a totally free homesteading video course that can be found at thisishomesteady.com. a course that's designed to help you improve your homestead or plan for your future one. Head on over to thisishomesteady.com or just click on the link there. There's lots more videos that are not available on YouTube or anywhere else except for on our website, thisishomesteady.com. Head on over there and join the email list to gain access to this free homesteading video course.